Letter 1, The Beginning, where it all began. In 2019, I burnt out. I left a job and a career I loved, and what I'd done for 32 years. I owe my recovery to breathwork. It gave me focus, it gave my body a chance to heal, and became an anchor for my life. The transformation was so powerful that I was driven to share it with others. I've been sharing breathwork for the last 6 years, guiding people through sessions and creating soundscapes that fit perfectly with the breathing experience. It's helped people feel better, more grounded, more present. But I kept noticing something. The people who truly transformed weren't just doing breathwork. Yes, breathwork was a key part of their recovery, but in doing the work, their perception of the world changed. How they interacted with others, how they felt about themselves and their choices, everything shifted. Breathwork was the catalyst, but the transformation went deeper. I'm starting this newsletter without all the answers. This might sound strange. Most people launch with a system, a framework, a proven method to sell you. I'm launching with curiosity and a commitment to document what I'm learning. I've realized recently that my life has been a series of silos. I've been encouraged to focus on a career, to niche down, to specialize. Even at the critical moment in university when I decided to become a teacher, there was hesitation. I really wanted to become a musician, an actor, and to explore artistic expression, but was persuaded away from this life. My teaching career was rewarding. I don't regret the decision. But the realization suddenly hit me recently. I've been steered by society's expectations, and the restlessness I felt all these years, it came from the fact that being a generalist, fascinated by exploring a whole range of interests, was never acknowledged or valued. And now that I've given myself permission to learn, to explore and nurture my passions, the excitement, the energy and the drive I feel is incredible. Throughout my years as a teacher, I continued to create, writing, performing, even leaving teaching briefly to become a professional musician full-time. But society was, and is, not structured to support the creative. I was living a life society wanted me to live. But I know now, the unease I felt was because this wasn't genuinely me. I needed to be a teacher, and a musician, and an artist, and an explorer. As a musician, I spent thousands of hours training my nervous system to stay calm under pressure, performing on stage, recording in the studio, managing pre-show anxiety. As an artist, I've learned to enter flow states where time disappears and creativity flows effortlessly. And as a breathwork guide, I've seen how conscious breathing can shift someone's entire physiology and outlook in minutes. I now know that these aren't separate skills. They're all the same thing: nervous system regulation. It shows up everywhere, in music, art, performance, recovery, creativity, daily life. I'm calling this exploration the three pillars. The first one, nervous system regulation. This is the foundation, how we respond to stress, how we recover, how we move between activation and rest, our body's natural rhythm. It's breathwork, yes, but also cold exposure, movement, sleep, contrast therapy. All the ways we can train our nervous system to be more resilient. Number two, creative mastery. I'm a musician and an artist. I know what it's like to practice for years, to chase flow states, to navigate creative blocks. And mastery isn't about talent so much. It's about process, consistency, and understanding how creativity actually works. It's about acknowledging that they're all inherently creative. Number three, human optimization. I hate the word optimization because it sounds cold and mechanical, but I can't think of a better term for what I mean. Building a life that actually works. Finding tools and systems, habits, and technologies that help us think more clearly, create better, and live more intentionally, fully aware of ourselves. These three things aren't separate. They overlap, they intersect, they feed each other. And that's what I want to explore here. So here's what this newsletter will be. A weekly letter every Monday. I'll send you something I'm learning, exploring, or wrestling with. Sometimes it'll be deeply personal, sometimes scientific, sometimes a technique that you can try immediately. A documentation, not a prescription. I'm not here to sell you a system or tell you I have it all figured out. I'm documenting my journey and sharing what I find. Some of it will work for you, some won't, and that's fine. It's an invitation to explore together. If you're curious about nervous system regulation, creative practice, or building a life that works, you're in the right place. This is for you if you're navigating high stress work or life. You're a creative who wants to understand flow states. You're curious about breathwork, heart rate variability, cold exposure, or other regulation tools. You care about the science and the subjective experience. And you want practical insights, not just theory. This isn't for you if you're looking for quick fixes or guru-style certainty. I'm figuring this out as I go. So coming up in future letters, the science behind breathwork and why it works, my backing of the Alias breathing wearable, what painting taught me about patience and presence, the musician's approach to practice and how it applies to everything, cold exposure, creative flow, tools I'm testing, and more. I'll be sharing one letter a week, plus occasional updates on YouTube at Neil White Creates, where I'll continue breathwork sessions and explore these ideas in video form. Thanks for being here at the beginning. Let's see where this goes. Until next week, Neil.